Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me for another tarot reading. For today's tarot reading, we'll be asking, what is your heart trying to tell you? What does it desire to be fulfilled? We go through every day listening to our mind, our body, our spirit, our stomach. They are in this complicated system to fulfill and work us through our everyday life. Sometimes, though, we sacrifice one over the other. So for this reading, I'll be asking and focusing on your heart and what it's trying to tell you. You have 4 groups to pick from today. Group 1 is Jade. Group 2, Nephirite. Group 3, Rose Quartz. And group 4, Zoisite. So go ahead and pick the group or groups that you're most drawn to. Pick from the timestamps below, and I'll see you at each reading. Okay, group 1. Welcome, group 1. What does your heart desire? What does your true heart want in order to fulfill it? Sometimes we go through our everyday life and we listen to, what we logically need and what we need in the moment. And sometimes your heart gets ignored. So that's what inspired me to do this reading is, what does your heart truly want? Sometimes we ignore our heart because, other people's needs come forth before ours does. But for this reading, we'll be focusing on what is it that you may truly desire within this moment, within this time that you chose to listen to this reading. So, what is it that your heart is trying to tell you, group 1? Three of Wands. Four of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. And 6 of Pentacles reverse. We do seem to be focusing on deep desires right now, considering I have your Knight of Cups as a centering card, your most present card. It seems like your first card, your most recent and past energy, tells me that you desire travel, you desire to expand. There's a sense that you have been meditating on this for a while, or you've definitely been sitting and thinking about those emotions of yours. Group 1, what is your heart trying to tell you? There's expansion, and this expansion may have to do with a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles deals with, well, expanding a kingdom, expanding your finances, your resources to be able to provide for others and provide for yourself and keep a stable foundation. So this is ultimately why you want to expand. You desire to expand and to travel and to go beyond the point that you're familiar with. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. This is the counterpart to the King of Pentacles. So right now, you possibly don't feel like you are able to be this provider. Or maybe you've been, it feels like you may be overworked, or perhaps you're tired. You don't have that patience. You don't have these qualities you feel, at least being a Queen of Pentacles. Being able to have a grounded sense of earth, basically, to be this provider. Maybe you've been looking at where you're at. You're looking at the cups you have, and you're not quite that satisfied, or you don't feel like you're coming from a place where you can be this provider yet. Let's see. Knight of Cups. There is a feeling that you are not amongst the right crowd. Because maybe you don't quite have the right amount of people around you. Knight of Cups is about looking deeply within these emotions and taking action upon these emotions. And what you seem to desire maybe is a group of friends, or yes, basically a group that can help shape you into becoming this provider. You're not amongst the right crowd yet. You desire friends that you may not have. Let's see, Knight of Wands reversed. So you feel drawn back. You feel drawn back when it comes to taking action, because you may be thinking about the past right now. Something about past memories, past friendships perhaps. Let's clarify the rest of the reading. Six of Cups reverse, Six of Pentacles reverse. Justice. So, Justice refers to balance, refers to making things right. It is about making things right for yourself, serving yourself for the right reasons, to make things justice for yourself even. So, right now you may be in balance and not in balance with your finances, or you may be putting too much of your resources into something else, and there might be a waste of resources this way, or a misuse of resources. So, group one, what is your heart trying to tell you right now? Your heart's telling you clearly in this narrative that you desire expansion. You want to have a stable environment that can be abundant and provide for others and for yourself, your family, and be somebody you can rely on. And at the moment you feel maybe that you're not there yet, you feel that where you're at least with in what you have in front of you, it's not to your satisfactory. You're waiting for another opportunity or something else to be presented to you. And there's a lot of contemplation about your fulfillment, possibly to, of course, fulfillment towards building your stable foundation. Right now, you may not have friends, or you may not be around the people that you are ideal for your growth. Or they're not quite, maybe your friends are not quite the people you're amongst at the moment, presently, do not fulfill you. It doesn't fulfill your heart. And you are withdrawn in action to take steps and take action, because possibly what you desire is the past, a sense of the past, a sense of maybe a childhood friendships, maybe. Possibly right now, in the present time, you're in a different environment. And it's not you're not amongst people you would consider the crowd. But you're here because you want to become more, you want to expand your horizons, you want to expand what you had known. And at the moment, you may be not balancing out your resources correctly. Maybe you are spending it a lot on one thing over the other, possibly in this environment you're presently in, making sacrifices. And what needs to be right is these resources needs to balance out for your own good, not just for other people or the environment you're in. All right, let's see. That's Wheel of Fate is your bottom deck right here. That means right now I'm seeing things can be looking up. The wheel is turning. Things may be turning in your favor at the moment. But below that is the Ten of Swords reversed. And below that is the King of Cups. Again, King of Cups. The ultimate representation, ultimate representation of emotion in the heart and fulfillment. So what I see here is, it seems like you may be fearing a bad ending, or you may be experiencing a betrayal of some sort. A betrayal of a painful betrayal, possibly towards yourself, or yes, you're betraying yourself in some way. But at the moment, things can be looking up. There's a betrayal of some sort to possibly your emotional satisfaction, your emotional state of mind to feel much more satisfied or calm. Group 1, what is your heart trying to tell you? I see that, things could go up and down. The wheel is up right now, but the wheel turns a lot. You will have your ups and downs in life. And at the moment, it seems like you are where you are because you desire expansion, you desire to become a provider, a king of pentacles in a way, a king of earth, a person, or even a queen of earth. You actually have both masculine and feminine here. You want to just be you want to be a balanced person who can lead in your own life and provide for yourself and provide for others and make it out on your own. Be independent. And because you in the past didn't have this fulfillment exactly, you may have in a way traveled or even made decisions to go out of your comfort zone. And currently, you're not satisfied. There's something you're not satisfied about. You've taken action to follow your heart, to find maybe other people to communicate with, to befriend. But right now, in this search, you don't have that because you're withdrawn in your action due to the fact that maybe what you desire, truly you desire, is friends like you've had in the past. There's, again, a Six of Cups. It tells me that this refers to childhood. You are using your childhood as a reference to what you're looking for in friends that you hope to grow, but sometimes the past is past. When you move forth, you may not find the past again. You will find new things. And in the most recent energy, most future energy here, what I see is there is a lack of balance in your resources of where you're putting your time and work. You may be putting it too much and sacrificing possibly where you want to put your time, work, and effort. And that needs to be corrected because justice here tells me what's right for you is to be able to put the work, time, and money into into a more balanced type of distribution. Let me clarify a little bit more for you, Group 1. Okay, let's see. 7 of Pentacles. That means you've put some work in and you're waiting. 3 of Pentacles. This does have to do with collaboration. All right. It has to do with meaning this, whatever foundation you are currently building, it involves, of course, others for it to be propped up. And death. Death may mean an ending. Death may be referring to an ending of some sort. Maybe the completion of this collaboration you're going through, or the work or the seeds you planted, basically, in this collaboration. And it may be coming to an end, and there may be a rebirth or a new start after this has ended. So it looks like what your heart truly does desire, Group 1, is for expansion, growth, to become a provider, and to be independent and stand on your own and provide for others. And your heart desires to be with whatever new crowd that you don't have currently, due to the fact that you're using your past as a reference, and which that may, of course, not work out. But overall, what you may need to know is that you need to balance yourself out more about what your time and what work and time and resources you're putting in. It seems like whatever you're working on currently, it's working. You're working with others pretty well. You're just waiting to see what the results may be. And this may come to a completion. But what you may be betraying is your own self-satisfactory. Perhaps you may need to indulge yourself in old friends again. Not necessarily to go back into the past, but you may just need to call them up, and you may need to fulfill some of your personal desires to be with old friends or reconnect, basically. But what you are currently doing is working out may work out in your favor. But the only thing you're betraying is this desire within yourself that may involve friends, that may involve just personal desires. Because you're putting a lot into whatever it is, present and current collaboration and work that you're working towards. And that's all I have for you, Group 1. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Hello, Group 2. What is your heart trying to tell you, Group 2? Are you listening to your heart as much as you should? Or you can? I guess sometimes we don't, because sometimes our needs comes last. But maybe there are a lot of things going on and you can't help but not listen to your heart. Universe, tell me for Group 2, what is it the heart that you're possibly trying to tell them? What is it that their heart desires? What is it that Group 2's heart desires? And 2 of Wands reverse. 10 of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Nine of Wands. And Eight of Cups reverse. So right now, there's a thought, you have intentions, it seems, to move forth into the world, to travel. There are desires to expand further. You want to go somewhere, but you are not there. You are actually probably just sitting in one spot, desiring this, not quite knowing where to go yet. You may be stuck. What is your heart trying to tell you, Group 2? Let's clarify. 2 of Wands. Seven of Cups. So I'm seeing a lot of desires, actually. 7 of Cups refers to many cups that are seeking your attention, or you're distracted by all these fantastical cups, all these fantastical desires. There's a lot of things your heart may want, and that actually may be why you're stuck, because you haven't chosen a cup yet. You are immobile at the moment because you are trying to make a decision. You may be distracted by too many emotions. 10 of Pentacles. What is this 10 of Pentacles about? The Wheel of Fortune. So, we're talking about what 10 of Pentacles is. Some good investment. It is long-term investment that will last you for a while. Some plans, basically, that can bring you and your family and your environment much prosperity. And we are seeing that to be in your favor at the moment. Wheel of Fortune here is saying that, yes, the universe's align is on an uprise. Your wheel is turned up at the moment, meaning very likely that this can go in your favor. 9 of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Cups. So there's something about, it seems, the potential for happiness. There's optimism. There is love. There's a potential of love here. Maybe the love for self we're referring to at the moment, because there's 1 cup, meaning we are referring to the foremost, the first cup should be the love for yourself. And when the 9 of Pentacles is reversed, it may be telling me that there is some sort of doubt in your self-worth at the moment. Or you're not feeling like you can be standing on your own. You can't be standing as an independent person. You probably feel like you may need to rely on others. You may feel as though your self-worth isn't at its best right now. Let's see. 9 of Wands. All right, more love. Because right now I just drew the Empress. And the Empress is about is a source of abundance, a source of love that is, never ending. There is love, a lot of love for yourself, a lot of love for others, love for your world, to bring forth ideas and creative endeavors for the sake of yourself and for the sake of your world and the people around you. You are able to manifest dreams and make things come true. You are a source of abundance. And that is why you keep up this fight. You keep up this struggle. You are resilient. You are resilient in this journey because you believe in yourself to be the Queen of Pentacles. Or sorry, the Empress. All right. 9 of Cups. We are referring to the King of Swords. King of Swords is about a masculine ruler of air, of logic, of communication, of clear thinking. And so you clearly see that you have a desire, you need to move on of some sort. There are things you need to leave behind. There are emotions or disappointments or ideas or passions that you feel like you need to move on from. But at the moment and right now, you're still working on that because you may still be hanging on to certain emotions. What is your heart trying to tell you, Group 2? Your heart's telling you that you may feel stuck, or your direction of where you're going next isn't certain because there are so many desires, so many cups, so many emotions that are distracting you, overwhelming you. You can't really see clearly through, I suppose, the truth of your desire. It's because you have so many emotions or things. But whatever you choose, there's a chance that it will give you long-term abundance. It will be a great resource. It will be a good investment. And because right now that's looking like it could be in your favor. And right now, you may be questioning your self-worth. You are looking at this cup. You're looking at your own self-love. But I'm seeing when we move towards a more future energy here, that you are the Empress. You are capable of being very powerful when it gets to making your deepest desires come true in reality, because you are someone who can hang in there, who is able to stand up for the fight and keep fighting for your own growth, to stand your ground and stand against these crows here and keep up the fight, no matter how much hurt or how tough the challenges are. You come out on top, and you have the scars to prove it. But you can see that what the issues are, or what you can see logically, that there are certain emotions and certain desires that you have trouble leaving behind. But yes, what your heart seems to desire is to make clear of what you truly want. You have all the power within you to make what you want to come true, because you have the passion within you to keep up the fight. What you seem to doubt is yourself sometimes. Let me see. So your bottom deck is 8 of Wands. So you definitely have the spark, the energy, the intentions within you to do things. And your next card is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Why did I say Cups? Well, you definitely have a lot of potential. There's so much potential, considering there's 3 cards right now, at least, that marks this one crow. So there's just a lot of potential power here. And next after that is the Queen of Pentacles. That's talking about, of course, being a grounded, loving, and patient individual to keep up and maintain your kingdom. And you have the energy here, you have the momentum here to push through and make things you want come true. I'm going to ask further, what is it out of these past energies for group 2? What is it that group 2, what is it that group 2's heart, what is their heart trying to tell them here? It's telling you that, well, from this one message, that yes, you do need to make sacrifices in certain desires. You have many desires. There's so many, I suppose, that you might be wanting to fulfill, but what you need to do is focus on one for now, because you have the power. You have the power to bring forth what you desire, what you want in the moment. You just seem to need focus. Let's see. Let's clarify with a couple more cards for group 2. What is this past energy here? Knight of Wands, reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. So I see you pull back, or you may have tried to do something and it didn't work out, or you hesitated. And yet I see, of course, again, someone who, represented by Queen of Pentacles here, being grounded, having the ability to be patient and put in the right work. But I see 9 of Swords telling me that you feel distressed, you feel depressed. Maybe because there's just so many cups, so many desires here that you are overthinking. Let's clarify some future energy here with group 2. What is it that their heart is trying to tell them? Let's see. Ace of Wands reversed, the Sun, And of course, 9 of Wands again. 9 of Wands with 9 of Wands. This is the 9 of Wands for this deck. So, truly you are someone who can withstand a fight. You can withstand challenges. You may get hurt, but you can withstand challenges. And again, we have 2 9s here. Let's see, 9 of Swords, 9. So you are, in a way, in conflict with how you think and how you do. Because you have the fire. Your fire and your air are fighting each other seemingly all the time. Considering you are a powerful person, group 2. You are able to bring forth what you desire, things that you want to fulfill, and you're able to put the work into it because you do show up as a Queen of Pentacles. You show up as someone who puts in the right work. It just seems like what you're stressing over is choosing what cup, what desire, what you want to focus on, because you seem to have trouble choosing a cup and leaving certain cups behind. That's what is your 8 of Cups. That's why your 8 of Cups is your future type of energy here. You feel like you may regret leaving certain things behind, but you have the power to bring forth the things you want into reality, because you are also represented as the Empress here. The advice here seems to be for you to stop overthinking and stop stressing over choosing a cup and choosing a desire to focus on, because in your power, as long as you can focus, you will make things come true. Ace of Wands, again, a withdrawal. There's a sense of withdrawal of energy. But there's happiness here from being able to pull through all the way till the end. Maybe there's a lot of hesitation in the beginning, because I'm seeing Ace of Wands and Knight of Wands on each of these, meaning there's a lot of intention, initiative that is pulled back, or you're hesitating when it gets to action. But as long as you pull through, as long as you're always this person with this fire and this passion that you're willing to follow things through, things will work out. Things will work out some way, in some form. Because you have the power. You're able to emotionally be someone who can support yourself, even if you don't quite always feel that way. Yes, just focus on a cup, group 2. Your heart is telling you to make sacrifices, but it will be okay. And that's all I have for you, group 2. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Okay. Hello, group 3. Welcome, group 3. So, group 3. What is it that your heart is trying to tell you? What is it your heart is trying to tell you, group 2? For those who picked this rose quartz, what is it that their heart is trying to tell them? What is it their heart is telling them at this time? Sometimes you listen to your heart, or at least you think you are, and sometimes you ignore it. So what is it that group 3, what is it group 3's heart is trying to tell them? We got here the Six of Pentacles. The the Lovers reverse. Page of Swords reverse. Wheel of Fortune. What is it that Group 3's heart is trying to tell them? And the Eight of Pentacles. So, Group 3, we are talking about, to begin, your sense of balancing out your time, your work, and your resources, maybe. Balance is what we're talking about right now, and how you're distributing it. You may be distributing it all right, but this may be affecting how you build your ideal future, your paradise. Or maybe it involves somebody else too. Okay. Let's see. Clarify the Six of Pentacles for me. For Group 3, what is it that Group 3's heart is trying to tell them? Knight of Wands. So there seems to be hesitation on your initiative to why you are balancing out your resources. You are distributing carefully your time, money, and work here. There is a withdrawal of energy. Okay, the Lovers. Let's clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. This is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords reverse. All right. Seven of Swords in this deck may be referring to the fact that you are going a different direction. You've been thinking a different way. You've been thinking about possibly another deceptive, something that you may not, how you originally may feel or think. And that is affecting your paradise, affecting your environment with another person. Let's see. Page of Swords. Seven of Wands. Looks like we're on the 7. Another 7. Let's see. So, 7 of Wands. Maybe referring to you trying to push with great, immense intensity, initiative here to withstand this moment, this situation, to grow and expand. And referring to the Page of Swords, you may be not clear on something. You may be actually withdrawing communication. So you are standing your ground on keeping silent, or not communicating, or not being logical here. Let's clarify your Wheel of Fortune. All right, Justice. So, you're in good favor, for sure. You're seems to be in good favor in things coming out right for you, because or at least justice for yourself will be served. You'll be balanced out. Something will be right for you, so that is why things will be in your favor, whatever the situation may be. What is your heart telling you? Group 3. It's clarified as 8 of Pentacles. King of Cups. So, King of Pentacles usually can refer to a lot of growth, from immense amount of growth, overgrowth practically, from all the work, all the time you put in. There's a lot of satisfaction from all this concentration of work and time and effort. And that's why you feel immensely satisfied, represented here as the King of Cups. So, let's see. You withdraw on yourself, Group 3, in order to balance out your resources, or how you're distributing your time, your work, and your efforts, and your money. Because this may have to do with a relationship or an environment that you're in, that you've created with somebody else. Somebody else, or a family. Basically, whatever this environment you were in, it wasn't stable. There was disharmony here. There was this disharmony here. It's maybe why you withdraw on your time, your effort, in order to balance yourself out. There may have been deception here. No one was being very clear. People were operating for themselves and not telling others. And that's why this environment has this harmony. There is unhappy lovers here. Or at least this is an Eden, a paradise that's not good or not stable due to deception that possibly you thought, they thought, or you thought, somebody thought they could get away with, but that isn't true. So you are standing your ground. You are keeping up this intention and this energy and this initiative, basically, to keep silent and withdraw yourself from saying something. And this may work in your favor, because this may bring you justice by just, I suppose, withdrawing yourself. And you'll be satisfied with your efforts and the work and the discipline you put in this situation. All right. We're referring to now, I'm going to clarify with the Six of Cups reverse. Six of Cups reverse may be referring to past here, past emotions, past heartaches, or maybe the past has disappointed you, or it brings you sadness. Six of Wands is another one. 2 sixes now. I'm sorry, Six of Wands. No, I'm sorry, this is 9 of Cups. My mistake. Well, 9 of Cups refers to, especially reverse, would refer to something not fulfilling you. Yes, you are unable to bring fulfillment in this voyage, it seems. No, that's 9 of Wands, sorry. 9 of Cups reverse, 6 of Wands reverse. Meaning this had to do with, there's no fulfillment, or a sense of lack of fulfillment here in this journey, and notice the way this has been going, and no wish fulfillment. And the last card after that is the Tower reverse. So we may be talking about the fact that a foundation of some sort has fallen, a chaotic atmosphere, something that you live in, a foundation, something you may have built with somebody else, or maybe it's the environment you always grew up in. It may be coming down, and you can therefore build from the ground up. So what is your heart trying to tell you? It seems to be telling me right now, trying to tell you, group 3, is that this withdrawal of energy, this sense of pulling back to balance yourself out, to focus on how you work, what money and time you put in, you're being more careful with that because of an environment, a relationship, whatever this is, was not true, was not in your favor, because there may have been deception here. People weren't all being truthful. They weren't thinking for your own good or towards their own good. There was just no truth in this environment or relationship, and that's why you pull back. You are intentionally standing your ground and not saying, and not speaking, and withdraw your inputs. And this may work in your favor. It may actually, because this is justice for you. And you'll be satisfied, it seems to be, with work and effort you have put in, you've maintained. Let me clarify this. Ace of Pentacles, reverse, Ace of Cups, and again, 7 of Swords, another 7 of Swords. Okay, well, we had 7 of Swords reversed right here, and now we have 7 of Swords again. So there was an opportunity or something that was given that wasn't used well, or it wasn't planned out well. It just was, there was a potential for it, but it was almost like a potential wasted. But I see emotional satisfaction. There's some type of hope or happiness. Maybe because you decided to go your way. 7 of Swords upright can tell me that you tried a different direction with something. It may also refer to the same deception. Maybe in this environment in which deception, the 7 of Swords, seems to be strongly exists. We're talking about swords, we're talking about ideas that were taken in different directions. Yes. So there was a lot of deception here in this past, in which that's why you withdrew yourself and balance yourself out and your time and resources differently. There was some sort of deception here in which you may have taken things your way, they may have been taking things their way, and there was no agreement about how each person was thinking. Okay, let's clarify the future here. King of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, and 6 of Wands. So I'm seeing two reverse kings, meaning there's emotional immaturity here and anger and short-sightedness. Yet, this may be referring to a certain person, considering this may be about a relationship for you, Group 3. What is your heart trying to tell you? Well, whatever is happening, someone's going to come out pretty satisfied because they are listening to themselves, doing things for themselves, working for themselves, putting in the work for your own benefit, for your own justice, and this may work in your favor. You're balancing yourself out. And the Six of Wands is telling me that you are proceeding with yourself forward, your own ego and yourself intact. And this may leave somebody not satisfied and angry. And overall, that is, yes, emotional dissatisfaction in this journey. But somebody's going to come out on top. It may be you, group 3. And you already, this may be reaffirming what you already know is going to happen within your heart. So that's all I have for you, group 3. Thank you. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Welcome, group 4. What is it that your heart is trying to tell you, group 4? What is it that your heart is trying to tell you here? Well, sometimes you may ignore what your heart is trying to tell you because there's so many other parts of you screaming at you. But for now, for this reading, let's focus for group 4. What is group 4's heart trying to tell them, universe? Please give me a message for group 4. What is group 4's heart trying to tell them? Those who picked this Zoisite. Death is your first card. So something's ending. 3 of Cups. That is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Potential here. The Lovers. One more card. And let's see, that is the 2 of Wands, or 2 of Needles in this deck. So this reading's already beginning with some sort of ending that has offered a new beginning or a rebirth. If I can get all these cards in there. All right, so we're referring to a rebirth. So this already has begun because something has ended. And we're referring to some sort of emotional exchange with friends. So let's see. Group 4, what is it your heart is trying to tell you? What is your heart telling you for the situation? So that's the 5 of Swords. Whatever had ended, it definitely had to do with some sort of conflict. There was some sort of conflict, a disagreement, in which people were being petty. I see petty behavior here. Considering this is over, there's no more you can do about it. You should definitely just leave it behind and start your beginning. Because there's petty behavior here. There's no more good you can take from this conflict. It's time just to go different directions. It's time to do other things besides going back on this fight, whatever this conflict was. See, 3 of Cups is being clarified by 3 of Needles, which is a 3 of Wands. So there is definitely a desire to expand from what you know outside of your comfort zone. This may involve expanding and meeting other people, because you may be desiring friends, new friends possibly. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles, clarify. Ace of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Swords. Yes, Queen of Swords reverse. Queen of Swords reverse. We're talking about a withdrawal and a coldness. There's a withdrawal of logic, of withdrawn of being a concise decision maker. Possibly you're feeling cold, and that is not a good way to use your opportunity. There is an opportunity here. There's an opportunity here to be used, and it may not be being used to its best. The Lovers. What is Lovers about? This is the Ace of Swords. Another ace, more potential. So clearly you seem to desire, because the Lovers has to do precisely with desire, with fulfilling an ideal environment, paradise with somebody else, maybe. But basically, you're pretty clear you want this, you want to be in some sort of relationship or some sort of ideal environment. All right. Your Two of Wands, reverse, clarify please. The Sun. So there is definitely ultimate fulfillment and ultimate happiness here. But right now, you may be in a stuck position, a crossroads. You may be stuck between one point and another point, rather than moving forth. Overall, what is this narrative for Group 4? What is it that your heart is trying to tell you, Group 4? Well, you have experienced some sort of ending recently. It's given you a new start. This ending may have been pretty bad. It was ugly. People were being petty. People weren't giving up this fight even when it should end or be over. It's a sense that, yeah, you're searching for swords. They're searching for more reasons to be staying in this conflict when it's time to move on. So, what you want is expansion. You want to move forth. You want to move forward and be more and find more in the towards a future with much more than where you were at. And this may involve, of course, you desiring to make new friends, to make a new community. But at the moment, you may be feeling cold, withdrawn. Your logic might be actually muddled. And that's wasting this present opportunity, or this present time isn't being utilized to its fullest, to its best. You're pretty sure, pretty clear what you want is a new ideal environment, a paradise, a new relationship, perhaps. This will make you very happy. And your happiness right now is delayed because you're kind of stuck. That's what it looks like. All right, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles reversed, to be exact. Judgment reversed. So there's poor judgment here of some sort. Poor judgment, and yeah, whatever work that's happening, actually moving forth, it's not done well, or it could be done better. It's slow, and it's not being done right. The work you put moving forth, the slow work, and then after that is the Queen of Pentacles. So there is a sense of bad judgment, and yeah, here. There's a call that there's a chance for you to be able to be the stable Queen of Pentacles, but that's not what is happening at the moment due to possibly poor judgment, or you're not listening to something. You're not listening to the overall lesson of this journey so far, and you're not therefore putting in the right work. Let me clarify. What is it that group 4's heart is trying to tell them? It's trying to tell you to move on properly. It seems to be the message here. Because what you truly do desire is an ideal relationship. It's what brings you true happiness. But your happiness is being delayed here due to the fact that you're feeling stuck also. Possibly because you are just feeling withdrawn. You're not taking logical steps or taking better steps in this opportunity you are in right now. Let's clarify this old energy. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Wow. All right. This past energy, this past here, had to do, I would say it really did have to do with a relationship, considering there is King and Queen of Pentacles. There was stability here. There was some sort of foundation here that took two people that provided. It was a good relationship, whatever this was. It sounded like it provided stability. You support others. There was patience. You build, you made your kingdom. There was abundance. You build things together. You made things happen, and it provided so much stability. It was an ideal kingdom, this past relationship. And it had direction. There was a strong Chariot here, meaning that there was a balance, even maybe opposite energies that worked together and balanced each other out, and therefore even gave you direction. So, unfortunately, I suppose this is what ended, and I'm sorry for that it ended. Because it seems like petty differences, or there was, petty differences or some sort. And right now, you are just working on trying to move on, trying to expand from that of some sort, some of this past. Let's clarify this future for group 4. Page of Wands reverse, 2 of Pentacles reverse, and the Emperor. So there is again a withdrawal of energy, of confidence, and you're feeling imbalanced. You're feeling like there's no balance, or you're having issues balancing out your resources, your time, your money properly. You're doing this balancing act, and it's hard. Because what you want to be is the Emperor. You want to be able to lead yourself. Lead yourself, make decisions, follow through, and fulfill what you know what you want, which is the Lovers. An ideal environment, a paradise with somebody else, possibly. Just, it's your dream. It's, that's what you want, and it will fulfill you, but at the moment you feel stuck. And presently, because you're withdrawn, because you're feeling cold, it's as though this is just not the best way to be using your time or using this opportunity, basically. Let's see. So your heart is telling you, Knight of Swords. Yes, again, Knight of Swords. Following that is the 5 of Swords. Reverse once again. Same card, 5 of Swords here. And after that is the 8 of Pentacles. So there's self-work. Maybe you're working on yourself at the moment. You're trying to get over this past conflict here that was bad and left a bad mark on you. And Knight of Swords. So maybe right now your logic, mentally, you're not at your best. That's why you Queen of Swords is reversed. Because this was something really heavy to get over. This was hard to move past. You want to move towards an expansion, something different. New friends, new environment. But in order to do that, you probably need to get out of this state of withdrawal, of your mental state. Because this opportunity seems to be could be used better. And your heart is telling you that you have this possibility. You know what you want. Your heart wants a new relationship, a new soulmate, or just a new environment, a new ideal environment. You want this paradise. You want these lovers here. That's what this is what you're pretty clear on, because you know this is your true happiness. And you know that you still can go after that. It's just being withdrawn isn't going to get you that. And that's all I have for you, Group 4. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye.